back from Mohico, Liz. And good evening, everyone. We have a lot to do, as you can see. We've got a packed house, so we'll get started right away as soon as Thomas gives me the okay on the live stream. We got the okay. Everyone, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. We have our last Board of Education meeting tonight, and taking care of a lot of unfinished business and ceremonies and presentations through the year. It's a packed house, as you can see, but that's a good thing because people are here for happy reasons. As you look at the agenda, you'll see a variety of individuals being recognized tonight: students, employees, and community members. These are the people who make our district special. They form the fabric of our community. And in whatever endeavor you undertake or whatever setting you find yourself in, it's the people who make your experience. And that's so true in our district. Tonight's honorees contribute to our wonderful culture that's been built over 98 years and that's been demonstrated to be strong enough to stand the test of time. Our first recognition tonight is for the Huntington Manor Fire Department. And with us in attendance, I believe, are James Glidden, Chief of the Department. Are you here, Chief? There he is. Michael Pastore, Chairman of the Board. Is he here? There's Mike. And Ray Spatafor, Commissioner. Thank you for joining us, each of you, and thank you for all you do. And that's really why we're gathered here today, to thank you. I think we have a great symbiotic relationship that's continued over many years. And someone had suggested to me when you last helped us out with something, which was providing our girls an escort back from their Suffolk County Championship, that we should recognize all that you do for us, and I thought it was a great idea. In addition to providing those escorts back, you've assisted in the distribution of lawn signs to graduating seniors during COVID, provided scholarships to graduating seniors, activities and support for various district events, whether it's homecoming or the Wild Camp Fridays, as well as our junior firefighter program. And obviously also some of your volunteers are our employees as well, and we've enjoyed a wonderful relationship throughout the year. And tonight we just want to say thank you for all you do for our district as well as for the rest of the community at large, because you volunteer your time and your safety and spend a lot of time away from your families. Thank you for what you do for our students and our homes as well. So thank you, and we have a little plaque for you. And we have a plaque, hopefully I can hang in the firehouse. It says, on the 14th day of June, presented to the Huntington Manor Fire Department for your unwavering support of the South Huntington School District. You want to say that? Wow. Thank you. We'll take a picture with our Board of Education. Come on. Come on, Mike.
No running away.
Do you want to say anything? Or?
No.
Congratulations. Good to see you. No, he's still. That's the 17th. All right, on to our next presentation of the day. And it's been actually months in making. We originally scheduled this early in the year, but a lot of the members of the girls' basketball team couldn't make it because they were also in the flag football season. And it's been the season of our girls. Our girls have dominated our athletics throughout the course of the year, giving us a lot to be proud of. Tonight, Tonight, we're pleased to honor some truly exceptional athletes. We're recognizing our county champions from our winter season, our girls varsity basketball team, the Class AA and overall Suffolk County champions, as well as Lizzie Schreiber, the Section 11 triple jump county champion. Congratulations. Our girls varsity basketball team won their first county championship in the modern era of Section 11 and their first county title since 1956. That's a long time we waited for this. And as we do for these big events, we packed out Stony Brook for the championship game, and then we packed out Farmingdale, and we're very proud to say most of the supporters in the stands were rooting for the Wildcats. The county championship game particularly was one of the most exciting of the season and showed the grit, resilience, and effort that this team had. Trailing 11-0 to start and 24-16 at halftime, the girls rallied to win Suffolk County Championship 48-44 over our rival Northport and avenge their lone league loss from the regular season. The team then went on to play Shoreham-Wading River, where they controlled the game to take the top title as the best girls team in Suffolk County. Lizzie Schreiber has taken a place as one of the best athletes in our school, in fact, school history, holding numerous accolades in the sport of track and field, and this winter added county champion to that long resume. Lizzie, who set the triple jump school record in 2022, accomplished the same goal with a distance of 38 feet 2 inches. One of the top-rated jumpers in New York State, Lizzie went on to finish third in the New York State Championships held in Staten Island, and she'll be attending Penn State next year. Congratulations. I'm going to turn it over to our athletic director for the rest of the presentation, and we'll be calling each of you up and presenting you with a certificate or a citation, and then a pretty cool thing, each of you will get a key to the district, which is a tradition that a lot of people get in other cities. The mayor will give a key to the city for championship teams, and you'll have your very own key to the school district. So congratulations, Mr. Barth.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to start off by thanking Dr. Delia and Cabinet, as well as Mrs. Ciapetta and the Board of Education for their continued support of the athletics department and for the opportunity to be here tonight to honor our student athletes and coaches. So tonight, as Mrs. Ciapetta said, we're here to honor the success of our winter athletes, and though it may seem a little off, our young ladies are so multifaceted and talented. It's tough to get them together in one room, and this is the only night to do it. So excited to be here and honor them. First up is Coach Trebor, his coaching staff, and the student athletes from the girls varsity basketball team, our 2022-2023 Suffolk County overall and Class AA champions. The girls varsity basketball team ended the year with an impressive record of 21 wins and just 4 losses, outscoring opponents 1,332 to 820, a difference of 512 points. The varsity team included 12 athletes consisting of 2 8th graders, 2 freshmen, 3 sophomores, 5 juniors, 2 seniors, and was led by 4 women teachers. So it was certainly a full secondary school effort. Team accolades included 4 All-League, 3 All-Conference, 2 All-County, 2 Academic All-County players, as well as the League One and AA Playoff MVP, Suffolk County Coach of the Year, and First Team Newsday All-Long Island, which is one of the most prestigious honors someone can receive. Congratulations. This was a year to remember and one that will be remembered for generations to come. Congratulations, and at this time I'd like to call the team up individually to receive your key to the district. First up, we have junior Emma Creighton. You want to hand that to him? Sophomore, Grace Davis. Junior, Kaylee Eichner. Freshman, Paige Hiller. Junior, Iris Hoffman. Eighth grader, Jasmine Julian. Junior, Courtney McGee. Junior, Kathleen O'Mara. Eighth grader, Madison Richter. Senior, Shaylin Scharf. Sophomore, Brianna Verga. And senior, Casey Wagner. I'd like to call our coaches now. Coach Christina Abadangelo. Coach Ralph Malazzo. Coach Mike Mosia. Coach Ralph. And finally, before I call up Coach Trebor, I wanted to honor and acknowledge a tremendous milestone in coaching for him, 300 victories. Coach Trebor, a Walt Whitman alum and former All-County player himself, has been at the helm of our girls basketball program for the past 24 years. And in that time has created a winning culture that has made Walt Whitman known for our successful and competitive girls basketball program. His milestone of 300 victories was earned on January 14th at West Islip High School. However, it was his years of success that got him to this point. His 300th victory not only represents his team's success on the court, but his commitment and loyalty to our basketball program and student athletes. Thank you, Coach Trebor, and congratulations. On top of the key, we also have a ball that is signed by all the student athletes and coaches and presented to Coach Trebor as congratulations. So our 2022-2023 Suffolk County Champions Girls Varsity Basketball. We'll have one more round of applause for the team. You want to do a picture with them and then we'll see, or how do you want to do it? Okay. We'll do a picture with the team and then we'll move on to...
Board can come on up, take a picture. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what the idea. That's good, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we had the chairs planned in advance. How you doing? Thank you.
All right. Next up, we'll take the opportunity to honor Lizzie Schreiber. For those of you who have been to any of our athletic award ceremonies, you have likely heard of all the many accolades that Lizzie Schreiber holds. From Stimson Middle School 200-meter and 55-meter dash record holder to county champion, Lizzie's accomplishments are impressive, and tonight we're here to honor her accomplishments from this past winter. During this past winter, Lizzie was named News 12 Scholar Athlete Award recipient, just one of 30 across Long Island, a member of the Section 11 All-Academic Team, Section 11 MVP as the best field athlete, Nike All-American, and Section 11 Suffolk County Triple Jump Champion. And this is just the winter. We'll get to spring another night. Lizzie will go down as one of the most decorated track and field athletes in Walt women's history, and her name will be displayed on the record board in the North Gymnasium that will keep her name there for generations to come. Lizzie, congratulations on a tremendous winter season and career at Walt Whitman. Congratulations, Lizzie.
Picture, and then we have a video for highlight video.
So at this point, we'll have a video created for both our girls basketball team and Lizzie Schreiber from Tom Ciravallo. So sit back and enjoy.
Congratulations again, girls. Thanks for giving us so much to cheer for during the course of the year. As you can see, a lot of hardware was collected and a lot of awards won, and very well deserved. And the girls basketball team, as you heard, a lot of the girls got called up. A lot of young people there, a lot of lower classmen. It could be a dynasty maybe. So let's hope. Congratulations, and if you want to head out, certainly feel free at this time. We opened up some space. Feel free to sit. All right, our next section of our program is our Above and Beyond Awards, and this was created a number of years ago to honor our outstanding employees. We have obviously Teacher of the Year ceremony in February. That's wonderful, but we have so many other employees who also make a contribution to make us the great and fine district that we are, and we want to recognize them. And to lead our presentation, I'll turn it over to our assistant, oh, not yet, Executive Director for Personnel, Eddie Smith. Jumped ahead.
Thank you. These nights are always so special. And looking at those basketball players, I was there with my daughter at Farmingdale, and just watching them get into those games was truly amazing. I just want to thank Mr. Sibiapeta for the opportunity to speak tonight. Tonight, it's a pleasure to present 11 Above and Beyond Awards to such an amazing group of people. This ceremony is a reminder that there are so many people contributing to the success of our students each and every day. Although some of these positions certainly happen behind the scenes, this is our moment to let them know that what they do each and every day to support our students and staff does not go unrecognized. When I call your name, please come join me at the podium so I can share with everyone in the audience the positive impact you make on our school community. Oakwood Primary Center Safety Officer, Mr. Chris Triquet. I love this because they really don't like the spotlight, which is so makes tonight even that much better. We are proud to share Mr. Chris Triquet. I'm going to brutalize this because I was working on this. Triquet as Oakwood's 2023 Above and Beyond recipient. Mr. Triquet is not only the building's security guard, but a very special part of the Oakwood family. Mr. Triquet's passion for his work is seen throughout all that he does for Oakwood students and staff alike. Chris fits Oakwood's motto of spreading kindness so perfectly and can be seen greeting you with a smile, lending a helping hand to families, staff and students at arrival, dismissal, and all parts of our school day. Mr. Triquet is highly skilled and is always seeking ways to support the Oakwood community and collaborate with administration and staff. Mr. Triquet participates on the safety team committee and is a fabulous asset to the Oakwood and South Huntington community. Congratulations. And from Countrywood Primary Center office staff member, Miss Dawn Finnerty. It is with great pleasure that Countrywood has selected Miss Dawn Finnerty as our recipient of the Above and Beyond Award this year. When looking for a main office secretary, Dawn quickly stood out to the interview committee 4 years ago. Since her first day at Countrywood, Dawn has been a superstar and has elevated our office and school. She thinks of things before any of us do. She anticipates our needs, and she truly always has a smile on her face and a can-do attitude, whether it be for a parent, a student, or a staff member. She is truly the total package, a hard worker, a dedicated and loyal member of the Countrywood and South Huntington family, and truly one of the nicest and most caring people you will ever meet. No matter the time of day or day of the week, Dawn is available to answer questions, emails, and texts. I'm having a feeling the texts are from Mr. Levy, I don't know. Our office and our building would not be the same without her. We are proud to nominate Dawn Finnerty as Countrywood's Above and Beyond Award recipient this year. We thank her for her love of Countrywood and South Huntington and always being there for all members of the Countrywood family. Congratulations, Dawn. Dawn. Spotlight is tough, I know. From Birchwood Intermediate School, office staff member Miss Linda Udy. When thinking about the Above and Beyond Award, there was only one choice, Linda Udy. Linda treats everyone like family and makes everyone feel welcomed. Linda goes above and beyond every day for the teachers, students, and the entire Birchwood staff. She never loses her patience or even gets a little frustrated. Not even with Mr. Ceccarelli, you sure? You positive? Linda is utterly delightful every single day. She is the glue that keeps Birchwood running so efficiently, and we will be lost without her next year. Linda always has a smile or a kind word for everyone. She has been a confidant and a supportive colleague for many years and will be missed by all. Linda is an amazing secretary, administrative assistant, and friend to everyone at Birchwood. She will do anything she can with a smile on her face to help anyone and everyone. She is patient, kind, and supportive. She will be missed beyond measure when the summer comes this year. Congratulations, Linda. And from Maplewood Intermediate School, teaching assistant, Miss Kelly Gallagher. Congratulations. Do I have permission to call you Mrs. G? Mrs. G. Okay, all right. Mrs. Kelly Gallagher, AKA Mrs. G, goes above and beyond both in and out of the classroom. She is an all-around team player. Mrs. G demonstrates initiative while working with students during lessons and makes every student feel loved, welcomed, and respected. She is kind, considerate, and patient, and enters Maplewood each day with a smile on her face. Whether working with the whole class, a small group, or individually with a student, she not only creates personalized bookmarks to celebrate students' birthdays, but she also uses personalized stamps when working with her students in room 202. Beyond our school day, Mrs. G runs the YMCA morning care program at Oakwood and participates in numerous community events. Maplewood is a better place because of Mrs. G. Congratulations. And from Silas Wood 6th Grade Center, paraprofessional, Miss Kelly Whalen. It came as no surprise that Silas Wood paraprofessional Kelly Whalen was selected by the Silas staff as their above and beyond recipient for this year. Kelly is constantly a cheerful presence at Silas Wood, always ready to offer her assistance and support wherever it might be needed. Kelly has a positive approach to work and to life and always has the best interest of our Silas superstars at heart. She is energetic, dedicated, and willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. Simply put, we are fortunate to have Kelly as a member of our Silas family. Congratulations, Kelly. From Stimson Middle School, custodial staff member Manny Perez. Stimson Middle School is thrilled to nominate Manny Perez, daytime custodian, as the recipient of the Above and Beyond Award. Manny is a dedicated member of our community who constantly lending a helping hand, helping solve problems, or providing some sound advice to a young person. He works tirelessly each day with a big smile on his face and with a constant positive attitude. Manny consistently goes above and beyond as he helps to make sure our students are happy and healthy at Stimson, and Stimson runs smoothly to provide excellent education for our students. Manny is so deserving of this recognition this evening. Congratulations. From Walt Whitman High School, office staff member Jen Shiner. For Whitman, when discussing the Above and Beyond Award, Jen Shiner immediately came to mind. Jen has worked at Walt Whitman High School for years, and staff members always speak highly of her. She is truly the most liked staff in the entire building. On a daily basis, Jen coordinates the substitute teacher coverage for the entire building. Possessing out-of-the-box thinking and being able to think quickly allows her to get this job done. She always arrives to work with a smile on her face, ready to conquer the day. Her response to any request, no problem. Never getting flustered, she manages to complete her duties in a timely manner and with no mistakes. Because of her work ethic, her positive attitude, and her ability to stay connected with others, Jen Shiner is very deserving of the Above and Beyond Award. Congratulations, Jen. Next, our district-wide employee, mail clerk, Mr. Rob Dombrowski. One only has to see his bright smile and positive nature to know about the enduring qualities of this person. Rob Dombrowski joined the South Huntington family in December of 2021. Little secret is, you were my first hire. I don't know if you remember this. His daily routine takes him to all 8 buildings within the district, providing a service that none of us can go without. His energy is infectious, and he is always positive in offering to help beyond the scope of his position. He's always willing to provide a kind smile and assistance to anyone who comes in contact with him. No matter what the weather is or the situation, Rob is always there to help. Rob plays an important role in the office of the district clerk and is often asked to make special deliveries to members of the Board of Education. Whether it is one member or all 7, Rob always makes sure packages and important documents are delivered securely and in a timely fashion. Prior to working in the South Huntington School District, Rob served his country in both the Navy and the Coast Guard. He chose this second career as a way to continue to give back, ensuring that the needs of the district are always put first. Please join me in thanking Rob for all he does. Congratulations. Our district-wide employee security guard, Sal Lupinacci. Sal Lupinacci has been a loyal employee of our South Huntington family for the last 14 years. Upon retirement from a successful 34-year career in international banking, Sal volunteered for a security position within the South Huntington School District, working the overnight shift to help monitor the district's temporary bus garage. This was Sal's way of being able to give back to his community and the school district, to which he loved very much. This temporary position turned into something much more as he began to appreciate his greater connection to support the school district and all the families that encompass it. Since that time, you've often found Sal working security for all our board meetings, greeting students, parents, and community members with his warm personality and disposition. In his spare time, 5 days a week, Sal works with adults with special needs. In fact, he has been paired with the same two for the past 10 years. Their outings include trips to the library and group events such as mini golf, picnics at the beach. In all things, Sal gives his time and attention to the support the needs of all he encounters. His kind demeanor and fierce loyalty are what make him such a special person. We are thankful to have Sal as part of our district, and he is most deserving of this award. Congratulations. Now, unfortunately, this individual could not be with us this evening, but from the South Huntington Transportation Center, School Bus Coordinator, Meredith Ross. When thinking of Above and Beyond Award, Meredith immediately came to mind. She enjoys moving behind the scenes, and so her position as school bus driver coordinator is a great fit for her, and she gets to see the results of her hard work each and every day. You will often hear Meredith say, "Kids, yes, I have 7,000 of them." We are so fortunate to have Meredith on our South Huntington School District Transportation team. Meredith understands that when it comes to students and safety, there are no shortcuts. Her ability to think outside the box, be proactive, and problem solve is outstanding. She takes an enormous amount of pride in her work, and every turn Meredith has shown her dedication to transporting the students of South Huntington is above and beyond comparison. Congratulations, Meredith. All right, this time, let's take a beautiful picture with everybody together. The board want to come join us?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll continue. All right, we have a special Above and Beyond award. Oh. Oh, here it is. All right. Okay. Wrong script. There we go. All right, one final special Above and Beyond award. And this person, unlike the prior recipients, is not a district employee, but her contribution has been no less valuable. For over a decade and a half, Michelle Murphy has raised two wonderful students while volunteering countless hours to ensure that all of our students had the same opportunities and positive experiences as her kids, Colin and Emily. Michelle's resume of volunteerism on behalf of South Huntington is long and rich. She's been the Birchwood PTA Vice President, the Stimson Middle School Silaswood PTA President, Walwood High School PTA President, and currently PTA Council President. And she's served on the South Huntington PTA Exec Board for the past 16 years. A long time. She has been a supporter of the arts as Oakwood Cultural Arts Chair, Birchwood Cultural Arts Chair, and PTA Council Cultural Arts Chair. Whenever South Huntington has needed Michelle, she's offered to help. She's served on numerous district committees, including as a parent member of the New York State 21st Century Grant After School Program. She's helped create and manage an after-school homework help program for at-risk Countrywood students. And she served as the chair of our annual district budget and trustee vote for 4 consecutive years. And whenever we've needed her to speak on behalf of the district, whether at a Realtor brunch or other event, she's always volunteered graciously and done a phenomenal job. Michelle Murphy is a woman of distinction and worthy of praise. There were probably nights, many, where you weren't thanked, but that doesn't mean you weren't appreciated, because you are, or that your work wasn't incredibly valuable, because it is. You truly went above and beyond for our district, and our students are all the better for it. Thank you for everything. Yeah, we'll take a picture, of course. All right, almost many more stuff to come. All right. I want to now thank our student board member, our second ever student ex officio Board of Education member, Samantha Regalado, for taking. Samantha has taken the time out of her very busy senior year to serve in this important role. Throughout the year, Samantha has offered valuable insight and commentary during our Board of Education meetings and as a member of our newly formed Wellness Committee. In addition, Sam has volunteered eagerly whenever we've asked her to, whether to speak at a district event or perform at the Teacher of the Year celebration. Throughout the year, you have represented the senior class and entire student body with pride and distinction, while always offering a unique perspective. On behalf of the Board of Education, I want to thank you and wish you the best of luck in the future at Stony Brook and all of your future endeavors. Congratulations. Thank you for everything. Last item on our presentations. Our final presentation is reserved for one of the most special people I know. This is going to be tough to get through. This tribute is designed not is designed not to make you feel sad or guilty for leaving us, but to thank you and make sure you understand how much you mean to our district and how much we value your friendship. In 2011, we were interviewing for Assistant Superintendent for Personnel and District Services. And our then Superintendent, Tom Shea, told the board, "I think you're going to like this Joe Centimore." That was definitely a true statement, and also a massive understatement. In the ensuing 12 years, Joe did everything asked of him, and I mean everything. He served as Assistant Superintendent for Personnel and District Services from 2011 to 2016. Then he served as Assistant Superintendent for Business and District Operations from 2016 to 2019. In 2019, he was appointed Deputy Superintendent and supervised the Curriculum and Instruction Office, as well as dance, theater, art, libraries, and public relations. In 2011, Joe moved back to the business office, while also retaining the title of Deputy Superintendent and becoming the Director of K-12 Music, Arts, Dance, Theater, and World Languages. As you can see, Joe is the ultimate team player and company man, and his knowledge of school district operations is unmatched and unparalleled. Joe has never said, "That's not my job." He was always willing to lend a hand, even if that meant getting his hands dirty, and quite a few times, it did mean that. Joe would even crawl under our district portables in the elementary schools to see what was happening with them, to see if the roofs were leaking. Joe was always there. He was always there to help others, to provide a shoulder to cry on if need be, or a pat on the back. In a few minutes, you'll see a video that will capture some comments that we thought of Joe and describe some sentiments. And we were asked to give one word to describe Joe. That's an impossible task, because Joe is intelligent, Joe is hardworking, Joe is loyal, kind, compassionate, and empathetic. But the best way to describe Joe is as a friend, and he's been a friend to all of us. While Joe may not be a district graduate or a resident, he embodies the South Huntington culture better than anyone I know. And while he may not have started his career in South Huntington, or probably not finished it in South Huntington, he's always going to be a Wildcat. Joe, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in Connecticut. This is a position and promotion so well deserved, and everything that we've talked about so far, we know that you're going to be fantastic because of all the qualities that make you who you are. Thank you. We have a few more tributes and a few more speakers. Ms. Linda LaCara, Vice President, would now like to say a few words before we introduce our video.
Joe, it has been my honor and privilege to work with you over the past 12 years. Once you came to South Huntington, I quickly realized how dedicated and loyal you were to our district and what a hard worker you were. Early on, I saw how you advocated for all students to receive a great education. Through the approval of programs, curriculum, and so much more, you effected positive change in our district. With your work on the Facilities Committee, you helped to ensure that all the buildings were maintained and kept safe for everyone. You gave your heart and soul to this district, making many personal sacrifices to attend many district events to show your support for all our students of South Huntington. On a personal note, I greatly enjoyed attending all the community plays that you and your beautiful family, who's here, most of them are here with us tonight, acted in over the years. I am now honored and blessed to have you as one of my closest friends. You demonstrated over the past 12 years that you truly cared for every student in South Huntington and helped create a district where every single student is able to reach their full potential. Thank you for all you have done for our district. We are forever grateful. I will miss you so much next year. It is so hard for me to say goodbye to you, but I wish you much success in your new position. It is so well deserved. And now we would like to present the video where a few other people in the district would like to say what you meant to them.
Outstanding.
Vision.
Dedicated.
Supportive.
Enthusiastic.
Dedicated.
Hey, team.
Honorable.
Animated. Teamwork.
The best word to describe Dr. Sonamore is supportive.
Mentor.
Robust and succinct. Mine for you, Joe. You're a gentleman. Thank you, Joe.
Joe is compassionate.
One word for Joe Sedamore. Passionate. Congratulations, buddy.
Mentor.
Leader.
Hey Joe, I just wanted to say congratulations. It has been a pleasure and an honor working alongside you, and I just wanted to let you know you'll be missed.
Hey Joe, I wanted to congratulate you on your new job. You're going to make a great superintendent. I want to thank you for all you've done for Birchwood. You'll always be part of our Birchwood family, and thank you for your friendship and your kindness throughout the years. Good luck.
If I really had to pick one word, it would be irreplaceable. You are the heart and soul of our community, Joe, and don't forget, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat.
Thank you, Joe, for all of your hard work, caring, dedication, and sacrifices you have made over the past 12 years to help make South Huntington a district where every student can achieve an excellent education. We will miss you so much next year, but we wish you all the best and success in your new endeavor.
I just want to thank Dr. Sedamore for all his years of service to the South Huntington School District. I know personally he's been a big help for me in my role up here, and even as a principal at Maplewood, he was a tremendous help. Two words that I really want to use to describe Dr. Sedamore: loyal and hardworking. Good luck, Joe. We're going to miss you.
Thank you, Joe, for everything that you've done for us over the last 12 years. What stands out the most is your tireless work ethic. Every day you gave 110%. Thank you so much.
just open it up to the board if the board wanted to say anything else. I know, Mr. Joyner, you wanted to. You didn't get to say something on the video, so anyone else that would like to before we present Joe with his gifts?
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Joe, I did make the video. I couldn't put it into words to have 1 word or 2 words or 3 words, but I'll be short tonight and say that you've been an outstanding individual. You've been an outstanding, a towering educational, operational leader here at South Huntington. Since my time being on the board, you've been a resource that has been unparalleled. You know, from my family to yours, you've been a tremendous confidant, and you've been a leader unparalleled. And I want to thank you for your service and know that you have done a wonderful job, and you will forever be remembered for everything that you gave to this district and more. So I want to say I appreciate you, I love you, thank you so much for everything you've done.
Joe, I just wanted to thank you also. I remember when I was sworn in last year, and one of the first things you said was, what a family we are. And, you know, those are words sometimes people say, and I said, okay, that's nice, but everybody says that. And it wasn't long that I realized that's what it was. The minute we started working together, and all of us here, I realized just what a special person you were. Not just as a superintendent, as an educator, but as a man, as a person. And I'm going to miss working with you. I'm going to miss your friendship. I'm going to miss our funny little comments and jokes with one another. But, you know, our loss is their gain. I'm going to miss you, friend.
Joe, I just want to say, I want to echo what Aaron said, that you're irreplaceable. You know, I'm going to miss your friendship the most. And if anybody in the room wants to know how to be an effective leader, Joe Centimore, this is the way.
Yeah, get my comments to 1 word on the video per my instructions. However, I did want to say, Joe, I will absolutely miss you. I know when I first joined the board, you know, you've always been just a great, you know, the words people use, you know, mentor, friend, you know, support, my word, enthusiastic, you know, and you will be missed at a professional level and at a personal level. So I do wish you the very best in your future role, but stay in touch.
I know I had the opportunity to say more than 1 word, but Joe, you've been a tremendous help over the last 2 years. I know the last couple of weeks you officially received this title of superintendent, but you've been like a superintendent up here for the last 2 years with me, and I can't thank you enough. You know, the highest level of decisions and recommendations that the superintendent has to make on it each day, you were always conversed with, and you led this district as we'll still see each other. Thank you.
I think I've been in blissful denial until this very moment, Joe. There are no words, and this will always be your home.
Joe, we have a couple of other gifts that we want to give you. So Linda has in her bag some things that I think will be useful for you in ConnectWatt. You want to put them on your desk. And of course, we have the highest honor we can possibly give to you. Which is symbolic, and hopefully it shows you how much we love you. It's very well deserved. I was speaking with Linda, and we said, of course, Joe deserves the key to the district for his 12 years of dedication to our school district. Thank you, Joe. want to thank the people in the audience who are here with Joe today, his family, and thank Mr. Jim Caden, our former board president, who was here when we hired Joe, and I think we would agree, one of our best hires, right? It was a pretty easy one, too. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Debbie, for joining us as well. Joe, I know you want to say a few words.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everyone. First, let me congratulate everyone who was recognized this evening. So many wonderful members of our South Huntington family, and so well deserved with their honors, from our students to our staff. This is very difficult for me because this has been home, but I felt the need to share a few words and to thoroughly express myself. So this time of year is intended to highlight our fabulous graduating seniors and recognize the outstanding contributions of our staff and community. So I'll be both robust and succinct in this, my farewell address. 12 years ago, I was provided with an amazing opportunity to join an incredible community, a community who is truly a microcosm of America and all that is good. During this tenure, I had the honor and privilege of assuming a plethora of roles and responsibilities. While I have worn many hats and worn through many shoes, it was always about serving the needs of our students, staff, parents, and community. I thank the Board of Education, all of you, past and present, including Presidents Jim, his wife Deb, Nick, for providing me with this opportunity. With heartfelt thanks to Ed, who was there for my family years before I worked here, and Linda, who's been like a godmother to my family ever since. Thank you to Dr. D'Elia, former superintendents Dr. Shea and Dr. Bernardo, for demonstrating faith and empowering me, and to the students, staff, and families for your support and collaboration. We have assembled Earth's mightiest educational team here in South Huntington, and through our collective and determined efforts, we have made a difference in this community, and most significantly, in the lives of our children, all of our children. Together, we have forged strong bonds and high morale with our staff, vital connectivity with all corners of our community, provided safe, beautiful, and well-maintained facilities, and offered the highest quality of educational and support services to our students, accentuated by the triumphant return of the 9-period day at Walt Whitman High School. Throughout this journey, nothing, not a hurricane, pandemic, or a world that seems to have gone to plaid, could temper our resolve. I thank my parents for instilling in me the core values of service, sacrifice, and a blue-collar work ethic, as well as my beautiful, brilliant, and talented wife, Michelle, and our 4 fabulous and fun-loving children, Tobin, Grace, Jude, and Goldie, for their unwavering support, being a pillar of strength, as well as my inspiration, motivation, and that constant reminder of what life is truly all about. I remain in awe of your courage, character, commitment, and conviction. I thank you all for being here tonight, and that includes our 5th kid, Caroline, who also joined. My parting pearls of wisdom to our district's most impressive student body and my esteemed and dedicated colleagues is brought to you tonight by the letter H and the number 7. Always be hungry, humble, and helpful. Continue to hustle. Add an appropriate touch of humor. Be heroic in preparing to answer the call to do the right thing when it may be difficult to do so. And especially remain honorable, and it is that gift that we give ourselves. This is the Wildcat way. To our entire South Huntington family, continue to make this community a source of pride and strength. As I want you to know, I'm counting on you. Live long, prosper, and may the force of goodness, generosity, and compassion be with you always. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Godspeed, South Huntington. I thank and love you all.
take a break. We actually do need to go into executive session for a few minutes to discuss a matter, and then we will come back. I know there's people who want to address the board. Hold tight. We'll be here. We'll hear from you. Not going to forget you, but we do need to do this piece of business in order to come back and finish the agenda. So I'll take a motion to go into exec session. Mr. Biangasso, Mr. Scragg, to discuss the matter of personnel and to get composure. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay. Thank you. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Hey, Joe, got to say, this is the way.
Mr. Biangasso. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, we're out of executive session, back in our public meeting. Oh, Thomas, are we on? Yes. Okay, great, thank you. Okay, moving into our executive session, I'll take a motion to adopt the agenda. Ms. Meyer, second. Ms. LaCara, any questions on the agenda? All in favor? Any opposed? In the words of Joe Senamore, the agenda is robust. Items C through F, minutes, financial items, bids, and schedule of bills require one resolution for adoption. Is there a motion? Ms. Meyer, second by Mr. Biangasso. Any questions on C through F? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, communications are listed. We have two communications. We have an email that was received from resident Deborah Porter, Chichester Road. Ms. Porter, are you here to address your letter? Okay. Do you want to address it? Okay, yeah, it's up to you. You can take the podium, just give your name and address. The board is in receipt of your letter. So, I mean, we've read it. Feel free to read that or say something, whatever you want. You do have 3 minutes to address the board.
Okay, thank you. My name is Deborah Porter. I'm a resident on Chichester Road, and I'm a child and adolescent psychologist and a former school psychologist. As I wrote, I oppose the application that's currently up before the town board to allow a parcel of land, which is occupied now by Stanhope Stables, to be divided into 1/8 of an acre zoning instead of the current 2-acre zoning. This would allow 16 homes to be built on a plot that currently allows for only 1. Aside from it destroying the historical and cultural parts of the area, this property is adjacent to the high school, and the proposed entrance is on West Hills Road, where the high school entrance is. As such, there's no consideration of the effect of this on the students and faculty of Walt Whitman High School. And each and every school-age child will be affected by this ultimately when they reach the high school years. This road has become increasingly trafficked as a cut-through between 110 and Jericho over the past several years, and this can only be expected to increase with the development of the Huntington Shopping Center, which is being redone on 110 due to be completed in 2024. It's my understanding also that the roads surrounding cannot be widened because they are designated as a historical corridor. Ultimately, it's going to be more and more hazardous for the kids, especially the kids who walk and bike to school. To add the multiple impact of 59 additional households on that property and the vehicles they have is a blatant disregard of the safety of the kids in our community. As I'm sure you all know, the Roslyn School District is grappling with the aftermath of a tragic vehicular accident where 2 of their students were killed. I worked with several kids from there. Their entire high school experience came to a screeching halt last month. Curriculum was aborted, school activities and games were changed to memorial events, and even final exams are being counted only if scores improve a student's grade. I commend Roslyn for their efforts to help their student body and community heal. But if they had had the choice to help prevent it, I can only believe that they would have chosen prevention over recovery. South Huntington, this board does have that choice. And I respectfully request that the board make a choice to prevent by acting to oppose this rezoning request. In this day and age with the schools and the violence and the trauma that these kids experience in school, our kids deserve no less. Thank you for allowing me to address the board, and thank you for your consideration of this issue.
Thank you, Dr. Porter. Is there, that's all we've received on this, rather than make people wait for the voice of the residents. Was there any other residents that wanted to speak regarding this proposed development? Okay. I'll ask the board what they think about potentially writing a letter to the town board on this. Obviously it's not definitive, but whether we want to express our thoughts and opinions on it as proposed. Of course, something can be built there for sure. You know, though it's a significant, very significant zone change. It's pretty much as you can do a zone change. Thoughts of the board members? Mr. President?
Yeah, I'm supportive of given the current proposal, which again, I think it was noted, was going from a current zoning of 1 to a current zoning, proposed zoning of 60 additional single-family homes. That seems like quite a significant shift for the usage for the property. So I would be supportive of under the current proposal, writing a letter of opposition.
I concur as well. From somebody that cuts down that road quite a bit and having a daughter that's going to be starting Whitman in September, I agree. I think we should take a position and we should write a letter strongly opposing it.
I am also in favor of opposing this with a written letter to the town.
Okay. Ms. LeCarrick, did you want to say?
Same.
Okay. Mr. Joyner?
I'm eager.
Okay. Ms. Meyer?
Yes, I absolutely agree, and I thank Mrs. Porter for coming and speaking and sharing her personal experience as well. I think there are many, many levels of impact that we need to consider, and I'm glad that we have a unified perspective as a board to oppose the current proposal.
Okay. I'll prepare a draft for the board's review. Thank you, Dr. Porter, for bringing this to our attention. We were aware of it anyway, but thank you for speaking to us and coming tonight, and obviously it's late, so you stood with us. We appreciate that. That said, you know, based on my experience, these developments tend to come back, right? Like they're kind of like zombies. So this version may fall apart, but there'll probably be a future version at some point that might come back, a less dense option. You know, our opposition to this development as presently constituted does not necessarily mean we would oppose all future developments. You know, we'd have to look at it on a case-by-case basis, but thank you. Okay. One additional correspondence, we have an email communication from a resident as well. David Ewan, is Mr. Ewan here? Mr. Ewan, would you like to address the board, please? You have 3 minutes.
Thank you very much. I'd like the board to explain the rationale for the solar canopy being installed at Stimson, and at what point the decision was made to change that from lights being installed to a solar canopy, where residents can find information about projects like this occurring, what is the district's intent around future projects along these lines, and I'll give the board an opportunity to answer questions.
Okay, I'll take them one at a time. I might have forgot them, so give me the first question again.
My first question is, what is the rationale behind installing the solar canopies at Stimson? And when did the decision change from installing lights to a solar canopy?
Okay, so first, the premise is wrong. We haven't changed it. This project has been consistent since we completed the parking lot there. In 2010, the district engaged in a energy performance review and then discussed whether to enter into an energy performance contract. We had a presentation before the full Board of Education in February of 2010 from Johnson Controls. Prior to that, there were extensive discussions with the Facilities Committee, which, what's that?
2020 or 2010?
Oh, I said 20, oh, thank you. 2020. In February, it was February 10th, 2020 when we had the presentation, and that was given by Johnson Controls. And in that presentation, Johnson Controls showed all of the energy performance work, which included the installation of canopies at Stimson Middle School, as well as nearly every other building throughout the district. And I can show you here because I have the presentation, and it shows a rendering of the canopy at Stimson Middle School.
Is that presentation available on the district website?
Yes, we put all our presentations on the website. And
Can you direct the residents as to where they can find that information, please?
They're usually under the Board of Education page. I'll give you a copy of this. It clearly shows on page 14 the canopies, and on page 15 the canopies, so you can have this.
Thank you.
As for why we're doing it because we need lighting in the parking lot, and after consult, we were able to do lighting through no cost to the district through the energy performance contract. And the energy performance contract works as we take out a loan, and then that loan is paid off based on energy savings, and then once the loan is paid off, all of the energy savings from that project result in lower energy costs to the districts, and then we're net positive cash flow at that point. And the energy performance contract guarantees that the district is going to be held harmless. What other questions do you have? I'm sorry.
I was also asking what the future intention was for similar canopies. I mean, in general, my feedback is that the information available on the district website is very difficult to find if it's existent at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I, along with my neighbors, are quite surprised by what's being installed at Stimson. I think that the residents of our district would probably appreciate better communication, especially if the intent is to install similar canopies across the district. A 13-foot canopy peering over your fence is not an ideal thing to be living next to. And as a resident, I'm quite upset with the board because I stood before you in 2020 when this parking lot project initially commenced and requested better communication at that time and still have not received that. So I'm quite disappointed by the board for lack of improvement in communication.
Okay. I understand your point. There are canopies going through at every other building, I think, except Maplewood, probably because there isn't good solar clearance there. There's too many trees. Everywhere else they're going because it's a good thing to do for the district. It's cleaner energy.
Is it a good thing for the district, or is it, like, how is that a good thing for the people that live around the school properties?
I mean, it's not a cell phone tower. It's not a power plant. It's a light pole.
It's a 13-foot canopy that's peering over people's property lines that wasn't there before.
Okay. I mean, I think they look beautiful. If you look at the plan, I think they look beautiful.
Would you like to live next to one of them?
Sure, absolutely.
Really?
Yes. I used to live near Silaswood, and I live next to a bus garage, so I would much prefer to have the solar canopy. They don't pollute. There's no excessive light. In fact, it might have quieter light. I would absolutely love to live next to one, and I'm proud that we're putting them in all these buildings. I don't see what is bad about a solar canopy.
That's your perspective?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to understand where there was any sort of environmental study performed. Is that also included in this packet?
Environmental studies are conducted with every single district project. We're required to comply with SECRA. We do. Some projects are exempt from SECRA, so resolutions were passed in accordance with the State Environmental Quality Review Act.
And all that information is on the district's website?
Yes. I mean, they're in the minutes of board meetings. This project was discussed at several board meetings. The contract was approved at a board meeting. The SECRA resolution was a resolution approved at a board meeting. There's been subsequent amendments to the energy performance contract, which were also approved at board meetings, yes.
An environmental study was done because we were delayed a few months back in 2020-21 because of the specific species of owls, I think it was, or bat, yes. So there was an environmental study actually completed for this.
I did request earlier some of this information from the clerk and was not able to receive it. So I would like to request a stay on the work until I have received my requested information.
Well, I mean, Mr. Yu, and I understand that your request was made earlier today, and that's quite a bit of information to get in 1 second, right? The district clerk doesn't necessarily have it all at her fingertips, and the district clerk is preparing.
But it is on the district website?
Let me finish, please.
Sure.
And she's preparing for the meeting. As you can see, we have a very long meeting with 30 items and constantly changing resolutions, so she was quite busy. I do understand, that perhaps your tone was a little condescending to her, which I don't appreciate because she's a very hard-working person. So I do want to mention that, and she deserves better than that. In any event, the resolutions are all on the district's website. We got your email request, I believe, this evening, and we will move to fulfill that. I think you need to make a FOIL request, so if you can just update the email and say I'm requesting these pursuant to FOIL, and we'll get you all the documents pursuant to FOIL. We're going to comply with the law. You emailed me last night, I believe, and I think I gave you a response very quickly, multiple responses, so I think there was excellent transparency there. You even mentioned that you were happy to get an email at 10 o'clock, and then I sent you one at 11:30, I believe, as well. So there was good communication there. I don't know what else more we can do, right? This is our forum for providing information. I also do a wrap-up video after each meeting where I summarize the meeting. The minutes are posted on the website. Short of sending a letter to each resident, I'm not sure what else we could do.
For the record, I was not condescending. I was as respectful as I could have been. So I just want to, stand behind my own reputation. Thank you. I will be filing an appeal with the commissioner. So I just want to inform the board of that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And I do believe that you asked about the work. We're not going to have a stay of the work. The work is ongoing. It's been duly approved. It's been reviewed by our architects for years, as well as our attorneys. Okay, we'll move into our business agenda. I'll take item to discuss new business item 1. Mr. Joyner, seconded by Ms. Meyer. Dr. Centimore.
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. So earlier this year, several months ago actually, we had a risk assessment performed by our internal auditors that was vetted through our audit committee, submitted to the state. The state just recently got back to us and asked for a subtle tweak to our corrective action plan. In a couple of our responses, we indicated that we immediately addressed it, and they wanted a more specific timeline to the word immediate. So we said we immediately addressed it in the fall of 2022. There were a couple places for those subtle edits for your review and approval.
Okay. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to new business item number 2 is approval of a summer contract for transportation. Motion. Mr. Bronson, seconded by Ms. LaCara. Dr. Centimore, you back up.
Sure, I'll take another opportunity to use the word robust. We have robust services this summer, requiring a great deal of transportation, somewhat exceeding our own internal abilities. So we are taking the advantage of piggyback language that educational transportation has with the Half Hollow Hills School District, and they're going to be able to assist us with about 20 routes for our special needs students. Includes wheelchair accessibility, matrons that will attend the bus for this summer.
Okay, questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Moving on to new business item number 2. 3. Approval of a change of provider for long-term disability. Motion. Mr. Biagassa, seconded by Mr. Scragg. Dr. Centimore, 3 for 3.
All right, the hat trick. So this is with regards to long-term disability. It's an opportunity to go with a vendor who we also use for our group life insurance, and as a result, we'll save several $1,000s for the district and maintain quality services.
Right? Savings is good. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to new business item number 4 is the approval of mini grants for the South Huntington Teachers Association. Motion. Ms. LaCara, seconded by Mr. Bronson. All right, Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. For the board's approval are a series of mini grant applications. I'd like to thank all the members of the mini grant committee for their professionalism in helping approve these 6 applications. Some of them include Jessica Capps from Countrywood submitted an application for library books for her classroom. Amelia Rovolino from Stimson submitted an application for ukuleles, which I think will be a nice addition to our music program. Amy Bouchard from Whitman submitted an application which will provide materials for her science class related to the world's worst diseases, entitled Patient Zero. Both Jamie Rogers and James Pineda from Walt Whitman submitted applications to support the robotics program at Whitman. And finally, Andrea Lopez from Countrywood is requesting additional flexible seating for her classroom.
Very nice. Board, have any questions on the mini grants? Yeah, Mr. Bronson.
More a comment. I've said this before, but I got an F in ukulele when I lived in Hawaii. So.
There's one hanging in my daughter's bedroom. I keep saying I'm going to try to play it.
Any other questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you, Mr. Smith, for marshaling those through, as well as the committee: Mitch Levy, Cynthia Quinlan, Cecilia Blanco, Geraldine Maurice, Christine Leclerc. All right, moving on to item number 5. Approval of a stipulation agreement. Is there a motion? Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Joyner. This is a motion, this is an agreement that resolves potential litigation regarding a student in special education previously discussed in executive session. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay. Moving on to item number 6 is another settlement agreement. Motion. Mrs. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Scragg. This is also a settlement agreement for a student special education placement previously discussed in exec session. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to item number 7, which is likewise a settlement agreement for 2 special education students. Motion. Mr. Scragg, seconded by Ms. LaCara. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, we're up to resolution number 8, and this is a resolution establishing park rules for Dave Bernardo Park. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Biangasso. Our park next to the district office is nearing completion. Just some finishes that need to be taken care of in landscaping, and it's ready to open, and it was recommended that the board adopt some rules governing the conduct of the park, which states here park hours are dawn to dusk, no dogs allowed, which is consistent across all our properties, no smoking, alcohol, vaping, drugs, cannabis, no barbecues or fires, no motorized vehicles, no skateboarding, littering, excessive noise prohibited, and no weapons. Any questions? We'll post them as well. This question, Mr.
Yes, my question.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we will post them. Yeah, we have to make a sign. Any other questions or comments on the rules? Okay. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, great. Thank you. If we can have the get a sign prepared on that. Okay, moving on to item number 9 is a donation. I'll turn it over to, motion first. Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Biangasso. Dr. Fulton.
Thank you. One of our very generous community members, who also is a salesperson for New Line, offered to us one of his very gently used boards, which we are going to repurpose here in our help program at district office.
Okay, any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to new business. Item 10 is the approval of a field trip for the National Junior Honor Society next April. Way ahead of time. Stimson, Washington, D.C. Motion. Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Dr. Murphy.
Yes, this is our annual trip for the Junior National Honor Society at Stimson Middle School. It encompasses all our students that have been selected for the National Honor Society. It's something that obviously Mr. Smith, as being the former principal, knows that our students enjoy every year, and we're glad to bring back after the pandemic. It usually lasts for about 3 days.
Great. Questions on the trip? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Moving on to item number 11, another field trip a little further. Is there a motion? Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Dr. Murphy, this one's to Ecuador.
Yes, so one of our chaperones that went on the England-Scotland trip, it was really science-based, decided it was her first time going to an international trip, and she said she had an amazing time and saw what the students were able to learn over this trip, that she wanted to do one as well, being a chemistry and living environment teacher. She wanted to do rainforest and ecology, so she selected with the company to go to Ecuador, where they're going to look at history, architecture, as well as ecology and rainforest.
Okay, questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to new business. Item number 12 is a resolution that we do each year, destruction of ballots. Is a motion? Mr. Joyner, seconded by Mr. Scragg. All right, this says, be it resolved pursuant to the education law, the board authorizes the district clerk to destroy all the ballots cast, spoiled, and unused from May 2021 and May 2022 annual district votes. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Moving on to item number 13 is the appointment of a deputy superintendent. Is there a motion? A lot of people. Mrs. LaCara, seconded by Mr. Bronson and Mr. Joyner. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Effective July 1st, our new deputy superintendent will be Dr. John Murphy. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Succinct.
I have to be like Joe, robust yet succinct.
Moving on to item number 14, we have a confidential personnel resolution. Is there a motion? Ms. LaCara, seconded by Mr. Biangasso. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, this resolution amended Dr. D'Elia's contract to, among other things, add an additional year. So congratulations on your extension.
Thank you so much.
Also succinct.
He's gonna live on.
Moving on to item number 15, another confidential personnel resolution. Is there a motion? Ms. Meyer, second. Mr. Biangasso, any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, this amends the wage and benefit agreement for Dr. Murphy. Just to, among other things, just to clarify his title going forward as Assistant Superintendent for Secondary Education 7 to 12, which is a preview of something to come. So we'll move on to item number 16. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Biangasso. Any questions on item 16? Sorry. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, this resolution, among other things, changes the title of Mr. Edwin Smith from Executive Director for Personnel to Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Perfect. Item 16, another confidential, oh, we did that, sorry. Gotta cross it off. Item 17, another confidential personnel resolution. Is there a motion? Mr. Scragg, seconded by Mr. Joyner. All right, any questions on this one? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, this confidential personnel resolution, among other things, changes the title of Dr. Gail Steele from Assistant to the Superintendent to Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Education K-6. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Moving on to item 18, another confidential personnel resolution. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Joyner and Mr. Meyer. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? This is a confidential personnel resolution for Dr. Fulton. It's just her wage and benefit agreement. We can congratulate her as well, but she was already appointed, so this is just kind of housekeeping.
Thank you again.
All right, and moving on to item number 19, another confidential personnel resolution. Is there a motion? Mr. Joyner, seconded by Ms. Meyer. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. And this resolution creates the position of Executive Director for Business, and to that position appointed is Mr. Michael Conway. Congratulations. You've done an impressive job so far, and we look forward to you joining the Cabinet. Congratulations. Anything you'd like to say? Or?
I gotta keep it short now, but thank you all.
All right. Moving on to item number 20 is a middle management agreement and benefit agreement motion. Mr. Scragg, seconded by Mr. Biangasso. Mr. Smith.
Thank you. For the board's approval is a memorandum of salary and benefits for our middle management employees. It speaks to a 5-year contract with wage increases that are in alignment with the district tax cap.
Okay, great. Thank you. This was previously discussed in exec session. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Moving on to item number 21, approval of public relations contracts. Motion. Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Mr. Smith.
For the board's approval are 4 contracts for members of our public relations team, all of which are annual contracts.
Okay. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Great, thank you. And that covers our public relations team. And I want to congratulate all of them and thank them. Our public relations team has done a wonderful job and is incredibly busy this time of year. As you can see, live streaming, pictures all over the town. Thank you to all of them. All right, moving on to new business item 22, approval for a cultural arts consultant. Is there a motion? Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Joyner and Mr. Biangasso. Mr. Smith.
Once again, for the board's approval is an agreement with our cultural arts consultant. Once again, that's an annual agreement as well.
Okay, any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to item number 23 is the hiring resolution for summer personnel. Motion. Mr. Joyner, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Dr. D'Elia.
Yes, this is usually an annual request, as we are ensuring a smooth transition, close to the year, then also a transition to starting off a solid 23-24 school year, that I would like to have the ability to keep our staff fully staffed.
Okay, great. Thank you. Any questions? Yes, Mr. Bronson.
Just a comment for the record that the positions will still be posted as part of our board pack on Friday, so the board would have access to seeing the information even though you would approve it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bronson. Questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to item 24 is the approval of the confidentiality and data security and privacy agreement. Multiple ones. Motion. Mr. Scraggs, seconded by Mr. Biancasso. Dr. Steele.
Yes, we have two sites with confidentiality agreements. One is GeoGebra, which is a math site where students can use digital math tools, and LingCo used in the secondaries classes in language classes, where students can help practice fluency in another language. And of course, they're agreeing to protect our students' confidentiality.
Thank you, Dr. Steele. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? And, all right, moving on to number 25. Dr. Sedamore, we've got the longest agenda, I think, since you've been here, so we're keeping you around as long as possible today. Moving on to new business, item 25 is the approval of the confidential personnel agreement. Motion. Mr. Joyner, seconded by Mr. Biancasso and Ms. Meyer. Previously discussed in executive session on multiple occasions. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to new business, item number 26, also confidential personnel resolution. Motion. Mr. Scraggs, seconded by Mr. Biancasso and Mr. Bronson. Also discussed in executive session on many occasions. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, I will take a motion to go back into executive session for a moment. Discuss a matter of personnel. Is there a motion? Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Bronson and Ms. LaCara. All in favor? Any opposed? We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, motion to close exec session. Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, can I get a motion to table item 27? Motion by Ms. LaCash, seconded by Mr. Bronson. All in favor of tabling 27? Any opposed? All right. Moving on to item 28, approval for attendance at the National Suffolk School Board Association Annual Conference. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Biangasso. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? If anyone else wants to go, please let Ms. Caliendo know. I'll move on to item 29, which is the recommendation of placements by the Committee on Special Education, Committee on Preschool Special Education, many dates listed. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Biangasso. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to item 30, last one. Approval of the New York State Deferred Compensation Plan. Motion. Mr. Joyner, seconded by Ms. Meyer. Dr. Senamore.
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetto. So the district has been looking at what is also called a 457 plan for some time to avail to employees. It's at no cost to the district, just a matter of administering. A lot of employees have deferred comp plans such as 403Bs, and they have contribution thresholds, annual thresholds, limitations. So what some employees look to do is to have a secondary, piggyback plan as well, so it allows them to defer additional funds. Again, it'll be something made available to our employees.
Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, personnel. Personnel schedules 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, and 22. Is there a motion? Mr. Biangasso, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Any questions? All in favor? All right, we have another appointment to announce. We are proud to announce Mr. Dimitri Bernadelle as the new principal of Birchwood. Congratulations. Would you like to say anything?
Thank you.
Very smart. Congratulations. Great job. Thank you. All right. Facilities Committee and Curriculum Committee minutes are listed. I think we'll spare everyone from them tonight. Audit, you said you had two, right?
Yeah,
we can defer that. So we'll move both of those, as well as audit Ms. Caliendo, to our next meeting. July 12th is our reorganization meeting, and August 16th is our other summer business meeting. Comments by board members? Mr. Bronson.
It's late, but I just did want to wish all the fathers a very happy Father's Day this Sunday.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Bronson.
And I wanted to echo that as well, and just to all our students at Stimson and at Whitman who are graduating, stepping up, congratulations on a job well done.
Other comments by Ms. Meyer.
Again, I know it's late, but I feel like we would be remiss if we didn't send a very big thank you to all of the building PTAs, the staff, the administration, the custodial staff, the nurses, everyone that's been helping out with all of the very special end-of-year events. I think we took them for granted, and then COVID took them away in an instant, and it's just been an absolute delight to get to experience so many. So thank you to everyone for their hard work.
Thank you, Ms. Meyer. Other comments by board members? I have two. I want to... It's been a busy time of year. I want to thank Mr. Barth for a very successful letter award ceremony. It was amazing, actually. We had hundreds and hundreds of parents and students who came to get their varsity letters. So first time we've done that in a while, and it was very successful. So great job. And second, somebody else is leaving us tonight. We mentioned it before, and I want to congratulate Mr. Callahan on his retirement. Well-deserved retirement. I wish you and Pablo much health, and as well as your kids, as you embark on full-time retired dad now. I know you'll do great in that new, very important job. And thank you for all you've done for us in the district as a teacher, teaching many, many languages very well, and as the SHTA president. And you've been a partner with the district on it, which is a good thing to say. Maybe not if you're a union president, but you were fair and respectful always, and you defended your union, but always also had an eye out for the best interest of the district, and we thank you for that. Comments by Superintendent?
Sure. I'll keep this brief. I also want to thank the principals for putting together a schedule this week that was a little bit hectic because of the air quality issues that we had at the end of last week. So, I used to do that job, so I know it's not easy when you have 1 week left and you're really counting on Mother Nature to keep the rain away. So, nice job by all the principals, and we truly appreciate it. Also, last night I had the opportunity to go to Citi Field and watch the Yankees win. No, but most importantly, we had the opportunity to have over 500 members of the South Huntington community out on the field, and the place was electric last night, and it was great watching the Jumbotron and seeing all those South Huntington shirts and supporting this wonderful community at the biggest game of the year for the New York Mets. So it was great seeing that. Mr. Bernadelle, you a better Yankee fan? All right. Are you being politically correct right now, or you truly are a Yankee fan? I'm sorry.
What if he answered the other way?
I'd work with him. Just last thing, we're looking forward. It's been a great year with all of our activities, and we're going to culminate with a wonderful graduation next Friday night, and looking forward to that. So, thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Voice of the resident. Any resident want to address the Board of Education? Okay. With that, I'll take a motion to adjourn. It was not succinct, but it was robust, and it was glorious. Thank you. Motion. Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. I skipped over Samantha. Oh, yeah. No. We can't. Thank you, Ms. Meyer. We cannot leave without your last report.
So hi. First of all, thank you for this lovely plaque. I'm gonna sleep with it next to me tonight. You're my newest best friend. But also just thank you in general for a wonderful year, taking a chance on me. I hope I had some kind of an impact on our district and the vibrant and beautiful community in which we live in. It was really enlightening and delightful to be able to see how much everybody's voice is truly heard and everyone's perspective truly matters, even though some people may feel like it's not often. They are discussed at meetings, and every perspective is respected and listened to. But thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. It definitely allowed me space to grow, get to know amazing people, and it was lovely working alongside all of you and our community, and best of luck to everybody in the future. And I can't wait to see all the great things that come out of South Huntington. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bravo. Thank you once again, Samantha. I hope you learned some stuff here, and I know you grew, because this is not an easy thing to be able to stand up here or sit up here and speak in front of people, and you did wonderful, and you always showed great poise, and I loved your performance of Taylor Swift at Mercy Benefit. Great job. I love Taylor Swift, by the way. So,
Nick, I just want to say thank you for your service on the board, and hopefully this continues to spring an interest in you and being community and politically involved in terms of your aspirations with your career and future studies. You're welcome.
We're always here if you need us for anything. All right. I think that's it. That's it. Take a motion to adjourn. Mr. Biangasso, seconded by Ms. LaCara and Mr. Bronson. All in favor? Any opposed? Have a great summer.